been preparing. Grandma, welcome to Planet Earth. It's been a long time since you fell in love. You ain't coming out your shell. You ain't really been yourself. Tell me what must I do? Tell my love. Cause luckily I'm good at reading. I wouldn't bug him and he won't stop cheating. And we can't dance all day long.
Captain Rogers, I know you believe what you're doing is right, but for the collective good, you must surrender now.
For my theme song, my leather black jeans on, my by any means on, partin' I'm getting my scream on, into the kingdom, but watch it you bring home, you see a black man with a white woman at the top floor, they gon' come to your King Kong, middle America packed in, came to see me in my black skin, number one question they asking, fuck every question you asking, if I don't get ran at my Catholics, it comes to conservative Baptists, claiming I'm overreacting like the black kids in Chirac, bitch, 4 in the morning, and I'm zoning, they say I'm possessed, it's the omen, I keep it 300, like the Romans, 300 bitches, where the Trojans, baby, be living in the moment, I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished, I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it, so follow me up, cause this shit about to go, I'm doing 500, I'm out of control, but there's nowhere to go, and there's no way to slow, if I knew what I knew in the
Are you fucking with me? You smoke weed? Nigga, please. Tell me, are you on? You smoke strong? Your money long? Do you got racks? You got tats? Your city on the map?
Captain Rogers, I know you believe what you're doing is right, but for the collective good, you must surrender now.
What are they?
What the stone was warning me about. I have to go.
No, Vision, if that's true, then maybe going isn't the best. Best idea.
Wanda.
The character Vision with the character Scarlet Witch, and some of the comic book story arcs that actually inspired WandaVision. And in short, Vision, I think most people are aware, is an android that is also an artificial intelligence system. And so in many respects, you could think of Vision as being kind of an archetype of sorts for what philosophers and scientists would refer to as a post-human future.
This is what is called transhumanism. So essentially what you do is you use injections to inject materials into the body that...
What is it exactly? Your pain is the amount cleaning you out. Am I satisfactory? Today I'm thinking about the things that are deadly. The way I'm drinking you down, like I wanna drown, like I wanna end me. Step on the glass, staple your tongue. Bury a friend, try to wake up. Cannibal class, killing the sun. Bury a friend, I wanna end me.
This is what is called transhumanism. So essentially what you do is you use injections to inject materials into the body that create the equivalent of an operating system. So everybody knows the idea of Microsoft causing you to download an operating system in your computer that gives Microsoft and a variety of other players a backdoor into your computer, and every month or 2 or 3 you've got to update it because they're viruses, right? It's back to the magic virus that can solve all problems. And so this is a similar system for your body. You inject materials into your body that essentially create the equivalent of an operating system and a receiver, and you can literally hook everybody up to the cloud. And that includes hooking them up in a way that their transaction system, you know, the Bible calls it the mark of the beast.
Who are you? He has the world under his surveillance. That's what their goal is. That's Lucifer's goal, is to have everybody under his surveillance. Why do you think the technology is surging? Why do you think they're trying to come out with all of this 5G technology? Why do you think they're using biometrics, transhumanism? They're trying to turn everybody into robots hooked up to their technology so they can read your mind, read your heart, track your whereabouts. It's the reason why when you sell your soul to Satan, he then sells you as the product to lure the world in. You buy into the product, then you make an agreement with Satan, then you seal your fate by sinning.
Will exist in cyborg-like bodies that we can tinker with and replace like you would a car. Scientists are already growing body parts out of cells with incredible success, helping us to live for longer. But in the world of transhumanism, the idea of moving away from the body is a common one.
An idea to bring together a group of remarkable people. So when we needed them, they could fight the battles that we never could. Gentlemen, what are you prepared to do? Protect the earth. You can be damn
people are not considering in the Great Reset is transhumanism. This is the era where humanity may become cyborgs. So remember I spoke about Klaus Schwab, who's a member of the WEF, the World Economic Forum. So he spoke about this in their meeting in the WEF. On a side note, guys, before I show you that, I honestly don't feel like all these people are entirely human. So once you read his book about the Great Reset, you'll realize that they want a fundamental change in every single thing in human civilization. So this is a direct quote from this guy. He says that the fourth industrial revolution will lead to a fusion of our physical and digital biological identity. The way that he's going to fuse these kind of technologies is to have implantable microchips that break the skin barrier of our bodies. These are direct quotes from this man. Basically, these new technologies will be able to read your thoughts and your intentions. Just like the Minority Report, we may be convicted of crimes that we haven't even yet committed.
Look at me. Positive for Howard Marks. I'm placing you under arrest for the future murder of Sarah Marks and Donald Dubin that was take place today, April 22nd. It's 0800 hours, 4 minutes.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he could not jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next year the cap went out and drafted the band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a tootly out, a toot. He blows A to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was some boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. When he played boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a busy bee. When he played, he made the company jump A to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And a tootly out, and toot toot, he blows A to the bar. He can't blow a note for bass and guitars with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
And so Vision is an interesting character because he is not only sentient and conscious and self-aware and autonomous, but he's also able to enter into this love relationship with Wanda Maximoff.
How do we start to have conversations about our faith? Like, how does it even connect? How is this technology relevant to conversations about our faith?
Yeah, well, you know, what's interesting to me is that when it comes to a future with potential AIs that might be quote-unquote self-aware or sentient, there's really two ways that people conceive these AI systems. One is like Vision, in which he's a heroic, benign figure, and the other is like an Ultron, where it's an AI system that could actually harm us as human beings. And in fact, there's a number of scholars like Elon Musk who are concerned that these AI systems actually could rule over us eventually if they surpass our capabilities. they could rule over us, being kind of like overlords, or even drive humanity to extinction. And so, interestingly enough, people like Elon Musk have argued that we need to develop what they call neural implants, or brain-computer interfaces, that allow us to actually interface our brains, our minds with computer systems to augment our intelligence. So Elon Musk has formed a company called Neuralink that is developing these neural implants, where the ultimate motivation is really a transhumanist motivation, where he wants to alter humanity in order to save humanity from the existential threat of AI systems.